Hey guys, and Shadolance back for another review. Today I'm going to be doing the Roccos AUG A3. Now basically, if you guys have seen my other reviews about the AUG A1 Black and some of the other AUG variants, you'll know that I do not like the A3. I have never liked the A3 until I met this gun. This gun is absolutely fantastic. I love this thing. Now I know a lot of epics are going to be getting a lot of high scores, even in comparison to other epics. Some of them, like the Maze, won't be scoring as high, but this one will be scoring relatively well. I wouldn't say it's in the top tier of epics, but I would say it's definitely worth renewing if you like this kind of weapon. If you like it in any way, or you don't have the AUG series for permanent, this would definitely be something I would say is worth renewing if you think you have the money to do so. So before I go off telling you what you should and shouldn't be doing, I'm going to tell you the statistics and give you the review. So, damage of 44, portability... I need to drink some Pepsi or something. My throat is killing me. That was the worst possible time for me to, like, cough up, too. But anyway, back to the stats before I kill myself and go flatlining. But anyway, damage of 44, portability of 70, rate of fire 74, accuracy of 86, and recoil of 64. So... and also has the ammo capacity 35 of 105, which is obviously a massive boost. You get the extra 5 shots per mag, and you get the total of 20 shots total extra. So that's always awesome. You can also put a magazine sight and suppressor on this, and with the, magazine sight and suppressor with the magazine extended magazine 2, that means you can get a whopping 50 shots out of one of these mags. And with a rate of fire of 74, which is obviously the 4 points above the average AR, that's a lot of power you got right there. With a damage of 44, that's like a G36, except with less recoil. I mean, holy crap. And why this guy didn't die here, I have no clue. He took like 3 shots, like point blank. That's not normal. But anyway, recoil of 64 is just average. Accuracy of 86, very, very high. I mean, the average doesn't even scratch 80. It's like between 75 and 80, and this is an 86. That's crazy. Now, I know the AUG is designed to be a very accurate assault rifle. However, for an A3 model and the recoil of only 64, that's absolutely outstanding. Portability is 70. That's the biggest downfall of the AUG series, is that unlike the G36 series, this has a very, very heavy assault rifle. This is like almost like the M107 of assault rifles. It's possibly it's possibly the heaviest in the entire game, the regular A3. But when it gets the 10-point increase, I do believe it's 10 points, portability to 70, that makes it one of the lightest assault rifles in the game. That is absolutely amazing, and I think Nexon made the right move by releasing this in the way they did. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the regular AUG A3. I'm not going to open up the SE because I already have a review on that. I don't have a review on the regular A3, so comparing the two really fast. Damage of 43 compared to the 44 that the Roccos has. Portability of 55 compared to the 70 that the Roccos has. So that's actually a 15 fucking point increase. Excuse my language, but 15 points. I don't think there's any gun in the game that has ever gotten that big of an increase in any one stat from one variant to another. That is outstanding. That's a massive increase. Like I said, 55 portability, that might as well be an M107. Oh, I should also mention this weapon has both full auto and burst mode. I think I forgot to mention that earlier. But anyway, back to the comparisons. And the regular A3 has that too, by the way. Accuracy of 85 compared to the Roccos 86, so the 1 point increase there if it wasn't OP enough. The rate of fire is 74 on both weapons, and the recoil is 65 on the A3 and only 64 on the Roccos. The Roccos gets a stat increase in everything except rate of fire. So that is absolutely outstanding. The portability, the accuracy, the damage, the extra ammo capacity. What is not to love about this weapon? This thing is absolutely fantastic. It will be scoring pretty highly. Not on the highest end, but it will be scoring incredibly well. So this is absolutely outstanding. If you have this weapon and you are able to perform well with it, I see no reason why you should not try to renew this. It is renewable. I highly suggest you do this. It obviously was only, well, sorry, not obviously, but it was available through the Miss November for the obvious 2000 NX. That is obvious, on the other hand. If you guys don't know, if you're watching reviews like this and you don't know that those crates always sell for $2,000, $2 a piece, then you might want to go do your Combat Arms history search a little bit. But anyway, I am playing on Bloodbath Bazaar. This is a relatively new map released by Nexon. I think it is the newest, as of the time I'm recording this review anyway. I do a lot of fighting up here in the upper area. I die a lot, but I also get quite a few kills, so I think it makes it worth it. Let's see. The other variants of this series obviously include the AUG A1 series. I have an AUG A1 Black review out. That is actually my Black LE. I bought that permanent for NX when they had it on about a year ago. It was the very first weapon I bought back after my account got hacked. I told myself initially, because this was before they released the Autumn Valkyrie for permanent, that it was going to be my new G36 Valkyrie, because I didn't intend on buying the Valkyrie back, because I didn't like the Valkyrie very much because of the portability. But when the Autumn Valkyrie came out and basically answered my prayers with the portability, I figured I might as well get that too. So that was my philosophy behind that. Now, in all honesty, I would never buy the AUG A3. The gun is trash because of the portability, and the damage drop-off is horrible. The Roccos AUG A3 takes everything that the AUG was and makes it better. Now, the reason I never renewed my A3 SE is because, when I actually had it, was because I knew this gun was out, and at some point during my Combat Arms career, I would get this weapon, and I would want it, and I would have wasted all my renewal kits on the regular A3 SE, when I would rather have had it on this one. So that's just my philosophy behind that. So, yeah. Anyway, the burst fire is actually relatively useless on all the variants, so I don't think, and I mean, they have that on every single AUG variant there is, and I've never found it useful on any of them. You can tap fire very, very well with every one of these variants. And the AUG series, compared to the G36, is known for one thing. The damage drop-off is very, very low in comparison to the G36 models. A lot of people try to make the decision between the L85 mod, which is actually NX, this gun, and the G36. Mostly the G36 wins out. However, a lot of people forget that the AUG is actually an excellent weapon. It's a little bit harder to control for the recoil, but if you get the idea and you practice with it, the lower damage drop-off makes it far more worth it because you're able to do more damage with close range and long range. And I gotta say, in some instances, the burst mode is actually useful for spraying medium range when you want to be able to bunny hop, so it's very, very useful for that, but that's about the only time I can find it useful. And the fire rate on the typical AUG A3 series just doesn't really help me very much, so, I mean, yeah, that's just my own kind of philosophy behind that. If you guys didn't know what this kind of style is called, this is a bullpup style rifle where it has the magazine loader behind the trigger. That is what defines a bullpup. Examples might be the P90TR, where it's technically behind the trigger, actually. The L85 series, it is behind the trigger. The AUG series, it's behind the trigger. I can't think of too many more. Example of something that's not a bullpup, the AK-47 is not a bullpup. The F2000 series is a bullpup series. There's a lot of bullpups in this game now that I really think about it. But that's just the typical series, that's what they're called. So, but other than that, this is an excellent weapon. I know I've said that like 10 times already. The coloring is not half bad. It's got that darker color. It can blend in with a lot of different things, so the camo is not half bad. You can equip whatever kind of scope you want on it. I suggest an ACOG scope, not an iTech. That's why I'm using this type of scope and not my reflex scope. So that's my personal opinion on that. It has a pretty fast reload, but even for an Epic, it's not the fastest reload in the game. So, I mean, you really could do better with the reload, but it's not actually half bad. You'll do fine. The reload's not great, but I would suggest that you guys put an extended magazine 2 on this. I did not do so, but I suggest you do to get the 50 shots magazine, which is going to be very, very useful to you guys if you guys want to go long running. So, excuse me, I'm going to drink some 7-Up. It's actually cherry 7-Up, but it's pretty good, but I've had better. Cherry Pepsi's better, but I'm kind of done talking about the gun now if you guys haven't realized. So, chill. Be sure to check out my NX giveaway. It's going to be ending around Christmas. You should do that. Yeah. Get some free NX, get some free GP. Be cool. I get some more subscribers. I get to entertain more people. Works for both of us. Everyone's happy. You get GP and NX, and I get more views, subscribers, and all that stuff. So that's cool. And thus, I get more money to spend on you guys and entertaining you guys. So, this is all for you guys. I hope you all appreciate this because I put lots of hours into it. But anyway, thank you for watching this review. Please rate, please comment, please subscribe. I say please for a reason. Please do it. And I will see you guys in the next video. Or review. Or whatever. Shadolance is out. Bye.
You know what? Given the intelligence of the people who watch this show, this is probably a good thing to teach. Because my guess is when they're not trying to operate heavy machinery with their butt cheeks, they're probably trying to do something stupid like this. I mean, what else could you possibly teach that would be as stupid as that?
Even you can learn something from a sloth.
Fuck this show!